Hello loyal fanbase, Bob Kerrey here, but you can call me Bob because that's my name and it's also a logical thing to do. And welcome to day 3 of the unedited VEDA, whatever you want to call it, to quote Mike. Now, today, because I'm doing all this on my phone, so I can't edit anything throughout the whole month at all. So I sent out a message on Twitter, a little distress call if you will, to ask me some bizarre questions, and this is what this little Q&A hopes to achieve. A Q&A answers questions. Anyhow, this first question comes from my good pal Gio, who asks, "What is your favourite toe?" Now, to be honest, I don't really have a favourite toe. It's not something that I've really thought about much in the past. But to keep things simple, I'm gonna say the big toe. Next question. Would you rather have 35 really close friends that were all geckos, or one distant friend and that's it? And that's from good old Matt's Third Time Lucky, or Matt Evans on Twitter, but the A of Evans is a U. I don't know if that's actually how you spell it. To be honest, I don't really know. One distant friend, I'd be pretty lonely if I had one distant good friend. So probably the 35 close friends that were all geckos. Next question from Charlie Wilson. What's that on your face? It's my nose. Most people have them. Next question comes from Hey Nonny Nonny, or also Naomi. Worst book you've ever read? She actually asked me loads of questions, but I haven't got time for this. I can't fit it all in. No offence, guys. No offence, but I can't fit all these mad questions in. You know? I know. So yeah, worst book I've ever read. I read Foxglove Sour by Ben Aronovich, and that was pretty poor. So there you go. I didn't like that one. Then we get this lovely one from Aaron Hastings. What's your favourite quote? And that has to go down to, well, I don't really have a favourite quote, but a good quote I recently heard from one of my good pal my good friend Jamie, is the day I put a trigger warning on my work will be the day I pull the one in my mouth. And I thought that was very funny. So there you go. Then we've got good old Jack Johnson, who's asked, "Who's your favourite Beatle?" Now, I don't know. I do know the members of the Beatles, but I don't really have a favourite. So I want to go for Ringo Starr because he narrated Thomas the Tank Engine. I used to watch that when I was growing up. So there you go. And finally, from Phil S. Barnett, my good friend Fick, or Phil S. Barnett. Why the fuck is Bob Kerrey doing a Q&A video? And that's a very good question. And it's essentially because I'm not a vlogger. I'm not a vlogger. We know that. I'm an arty filmmaker, and I sound so pretentious saying that. Great. Yeah, that I'm doing a Q&A because, well, how do I place this? I'm doing a Q&A because I can't really think of another idea, and this is that. Well, thanks for joining me for VEDA, whatever you want to call it, to quote Mike. I'll see you tomorrow. Adios! Has it stopped?